Hello everyone, welcome back. In this video we're gonna talk about EU trade, EU short for Tuesday, and we're gonna see why I took this trade, I sell here during this fair value gap based on higher time frame also, and why my target is only here and not these equal lows at this point. I could target these equal lows, but let's see why. But first, make sure you subscribe and hit the notification bell so you can never miss an update. And if you want to have a one-on-one session with me, check my link in the description below. So without further ado, let's dive right in. On the weekly time frame, on the previous video, we talked about touch price is bullish. It's gonna go higher, targeting this high here, right here, targeting this buy side liquidity here, right? On the daily time frame, we see touch price has taken this low as break of market structure, as a sell side liquidity taken. Then a break of market structure above this high here at Monday has went higher, closing bullishly. At, Tues at Tuesday, we could expect price to drop to fill this fair value gap right here, this daily, BC. Could expect price to drop to fill this daily BC, right? And also we have the daily is bullish, the weekly is bullish, the daily is bullish, and the 4-hour is also bullish. So what I'm expecting price to hold this range to hold price. So I'm looking for price to retrace the optimal trade entry right here inside this fair value gap. Then maybe I reverse her higher. And if price take this low here, it doesn't mean that I'm gonna change my bias and look for sales. It just price is retracing to this discount of this daily range. If price take this low, there is a higher chance, maybe, if price take this low, maybe we're gonna have a retracement to sell, to break of market structure, to go higher, something like this, or maybe price could just take this low to discount, then break of market structure to go higher, right? But I'm expecting first to see a bullishness from this fair value gap from within the what within the 4-hour range, because the weekly is bullish, daily is bullish, and also the 4-hour is bullish. So I'm expecting the 4-hour discount to hold price higher, and also the 4-hour, and find some setups on the 4-hour levels. This is a 4-hour level, right? So I'm expecting price to be bullish from this fair value gap right here, or maybe price, if you check this low here, it doesn't mean we have shifted the bias. It just only mean that price it is retracing to discount of the daily range, and we can use the daily range from this low here. That price it is retracing to this discount, because if price take this low, there is a higher chance to take this equal lows, as we said in the previous video. On the hourly chart, what we see that price has break market structure below this low here during London. So once price took this low here as a BMS lower, I'm expecting a retracement to discount. That's why I took this trade. So it was a counter trade. I took a sell entry to discount, expecting bullishness from this fair value gap. Of course, I took partials at this at the fair value gap EUPD first, then I'm expecting the whole field of this fair value gap, maybe the 1-hour fair value gap that is overlap with the 4-hour fair value gap here. Then if price keep showing displacement, then we could say price is going to take displacement lower without any reversal. Then we could say that price is going to take this consolidation low here and look for some buy entries at this point. Until then, I'm still expecting some bullishness from this fair value gap, but I need to see a break of market structure first, maybe at 15 minutes, something like this, for price to go higher. Maybe taking these lows here, yeah, something like this, for price to go higher. So at 15 minutes, what we see that price has opened, Asian range has opened like this, This is agent range. We see that agent range has open as has been consolidating, and we see a manipulation above the agent range. First one, then another one, then a break of market structure. Right here, we have a break of market structure by this candle. At this point here, what we're gonna do, I look for an entry at this fair value gap right here. Okay, just give me a second. At this fair value gap inside this breaker here. So we have an entry with stop loss here. It's totally fine to put your stop loss at this point, but if price easily take these highs here, these equal highs, then drops lower, and price could check you out. Maybe you could find another entry, and that's good. But for me, I like to push my stop loss in a logical level. I mean by logical level, a place that when price took this stop loss, it doesn't show any bearishness idea. I mean it's gonna confirm bullishness ideas now if price check this high here. That's why I put my stop loss at this point, and I am targeting 1 to 2 at this fair value gap. So yeah, so that's why I took this trade here, the first partial at the fair value gap UFED. Then the second partial could be at the 1 hour fair value gap right here, then completely 1 to 2, or maybe you could keep targeting these equal lows if price doesn't show any break of market structure higher, and if it does, maybe you could close the trade because you have taken your money and price is showing a reversal. Until then, you maybe keep selling to take this consolidation, right? But for me, I target 1 to 2. 1 to 2 is enough for me. So that's the thing. At this point here, what we see that price, we have this range round. Now we have this high here and this low as our range, and we see that price it make maybe a break of market structure above this high, then drops to this fair value gap going higher, right? We see this, but what I want to see, I want to see something like this to drop lower, then a break of market structure to go higher, something like this, or maybe price could just go higher from here, right? But so this is my invalidation point for this bearishness idea. I mean, if price retraces to this point here, taking this high here, there is a yeah, that's a confirmation for price to continue higher at this point. But until then, price could just do something like this, then drops lower because because we have this range and price could just retrace to premium move that range, then drops lower, and that could happen. But what is the higher probability? The higher probability is that price could just could could price go higher from here because what we are inside inside a 4 hour level, the 4 hour BC with 1 hour with 1 hour BC right here, and we have a break of market structure on 5 minute time frame above this high, which ways me to go higher. Yeah, it is totally fine to look for an entry here, a buy entry here with stop loss at this point here, or maybe at this low here, because this low has taken this low, and if price retraces to this low, it's gonna definitely check this low. So my stop loss is gonna be here with this fair value gap right here, and targeting what? Targeting higher prices this high. But you should be careful what? Because you should check your partials at this at equilibrium at least. Once price retraces to this equilibrium, you should check your partials because like I said, there is it's still a higher chance that price could just do something like this. And once price took this high, I'm no longer looking for sell scenarios because once price took this high, now we have a higher probability for price to just continue higher until until then we still price could do something like this. That's why you should check your partial somewhere at equilibrium at least, and then maybe at this order block right here. Yeah, so be careful if you check your buy entry here. It's totally fine to check a buy entry because we are inside discount or 4-hour range at 4-hour level, and we have a shift in marketplace at 5-minute time frame as a confirmation for price to continue higher. But we should know that to be one, it's not 100%, but to have the higher probability that price is bullish, it should check this high here. So if you check your buy entry, be you should take your partial somewhere here at premium of this range, and if price reverse on you, then you've checked your money. And that's it for this video, and thank you for joining me today. Yeah, and also, yeah, for next time, see ya, goodbye.